Hello, I am an angel. Okay, there we go. What's up? So I'm Olivia. I moved to LA about 8 months ago to make all my comedy dreams come true. I was at a comedy workshop a few weeks ago and the instructor was like, all comedy is a surprise. That's all it is. And that just like totally reframed comedy for me. Like something about that just made comedy seem so much easier. This one idea, my room is always messy and I always act surprised. Like I always act like I'm surprised that it's messy, but it's literally just always messy because I'm just a messy person. So like my room is always messy, but I feel like there's a fun metaphor I could make with that and like kind of make a bit out of it. Like my room is always messy, I always act surprised when it's messy, kind of like how, and then like, you know, compare it to something. What are some traits I could have that aren't optimal even though I caused it to happen? I always act surprised when my screen time is 10 hours even though I have no friends. Is that funny? I actually think that's kind of funny. My room is always messy, but I always act surprised when it's messy. Kind of like how I act surprised when my screen time is 10 hours even though I have no friends. I actually think that's kind of funny. I do like that. I think I could elaborate on it. Trying to prevent aging is a really sad way to live, you know, so I've gotten more into reverse aging. I've been eating mushed up vegetables and I've been having my mom sing me lullabies so that I can get back to infancy. Because honestly, the goal isn't to have men think you're attractive, it's actually to have people care about you again. So I kind of just want to revise some of my anti-aging jokes. I've been reflecting on all the anti-aging and honestly I think the whole spending your life trying to prevent the inevitable is really, really sad. That's why I've gotten really into reverse aging. It's much more proactive, but I don't really like the traditional methods like healthy eating and red light. So what I've started doing is ordering the kids meal at McDonald's and chewing on a pacifier to gradually bring myself back to infancy. Because the goal isn't to have older men think I'm more attractive, it's actually just to have people care about me again. A lot of this is just trying to think of ideas and like stereotypes and kind of bringing it to light from a new angle. This isn't necessarily what I wholeheartedly believe. I do think one of the pros of getting older is that there comes an age where no matter what you've done, people just assume you're a harmless old person. The thing about anti-aging is you don't actually know what works until like decades down the line and it's too late. When you start looking older, people assume that you're wiser, and I don't want people to think I'm wiser. I actually want people to think I'm dumber, because if you do something wrong and people think you're wise, they assume it's bad intentions. But if you do something wrong and people think you're dumb, they still just think you're dumb. I could make a joke about some of the treatments, because some of the treatments are a bit elaborate. You know, imagine you're going in for your monthly salmon semen injections. It's super painful, like really painful, it really is. And you can't go in the sun for like days after. My personal opinion is that I think there was a little bit of a spirituality psychosis going on in 2020 that a lot of people experienced. Like 2020 to 2022 maybe. I don't think it was just me, but I did, you know, experience it. So I thought about maybe doing a bit basically about that. You know, instead of being a kind person and going out of your way to do something kind, you can just sit in bed and say I'm a kind person for 20 minutes. Boom, efficient. I think you could also make a joke about all the angel numbers and the numbers. So all the peaceful existentialist ideals that come along with New Age spirituality are completely counterbalanced by the mass chaos that these numbers will cause you. Because in the New Age spirituality, there's all these significance in numbers. Okay, so I think I have some good stuff to work with. Sometimes you got, 30 seconds left of your set and it's like, all right, let me just whip out a quick little joke. So you'll use like the condensed version of a joke versus sometimes you're kind of like you know what, I want to do the full out like 3-minute long version of this bit. Depending on the audience, you can throw stuff in, take stuff out, how the audience is reacting. There's so many things that can affect how it actually lands. And so a lot of workshopping is really just playing with ideas and new ways to surprise the audience that you didn't necessarily see before. Follow along if you want, that'd be sick. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day.